Hey up, Sofa Squad, and welcome to another edition of On the Sofa with myself and Eggy Bread.
Yeah, and me. Sorry, folks, it's me again.
Looking almost clean shaven.
Mm. Would you
Are you
like to cook
ill?
it?
Are you ill?
Cost me 11 quid, this.
Really?
Yeah, and I had
Yes.
to sign my fucking name.
All
COVID
right. Of
rules.
course.
So
So,
we usually have a bit of banter before you go live, but you're obviously being a bit of a dick tonight. So can I do this now while the people are listening?
yeah, go on if you must.
Right. Oh, I must. I must, my friend. I'm not finished playing and fiddling, so I'm very aware that my audio goes shit. So I don't know if you can hear me,
Yes, I can.
but am I sexy? On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexy am I?
2.
Fuck you. StreamYards has added this weird new thing, and I don't like it. And it messes my audio up.
Oh, we've got a rodent in the house.
There we go. I've now clicked a thing on StreamYards, so I don't know if it makes a difference because I can't hear myself. First world problems. These are the things I worry about. So nerdy and people. I've put a lot of effort into this. I've spent 2 minutes on this because Mike never has a fucking clue what he's going to talk about. I've written things down.
Oh, you've written things down.
Yes.
You're making me look bad now. Being all professional.
I think you do a pretty good job of that yourself, Mike. And I posted my fucking script on Twitter, but you clearly didn't look at it, did you? You are always so shittily prepared for this.
I know. You can't take me anywhere, can you?
No, you're just an embarrassment. You really are.
And I forgot to book the strippers.
Well, yeah, but I don't think I'm allowed to have strippers actually because I think I'm still tier 2.
Yeah, so are we here in Leeds.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're having a bit of an argy-bargy with the Johnson, which is not a euphemism for having a wank, bizarrely, but our mayor person is having a bit of a fight with Johnson because Johnson and the government have been. Am I going too soon? Am I climaxing too early here, Mike? Or should we save this for the end?
I hope not.
I don't know what to do. I've got my cigarette ready. The Johnson people wanted to put where I live, Greater Manchester, as you know, into tier 3, but the mayor of Greater Manchester has said, no, fuck you, that's not happening because it's very unfair. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about politics.
Who's the mayor? Is it Andy Burnham?
Yeah.
I thought so, yeah.
He's a good lad, he really is.
Yeah.
He's a very good thing. I posted a link to Channel 4 News, today's Channel 4 News, and they did 20 minutes. I do love Channel 4 News. And they did 20 minutes on this particular story. And so nobody's going to watch it, obviously, because 20 minutes, who's going to watch 20 minutes of news?
Oh, my God.
It's never going to happen, is it?
No. Never in a month of Sundays.
No, it ain't going to happen. And, I was watching it and I thought, the people in America land and now us, even on a 24-hour news channel such as BBC News, you're not going to get a story that lasts over 2 minutes.
No.
But
exactly.
News, they did 20 minutes on it, and they explained it to the people who are not very, you know. It is very difficult trying to explain to the Southerners what it's like not being a Southerner, but they did a very good job of it.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to look out for
whatever.
that.
I've given up caring. I really have. It's just such a fuck up, a colossal fuck up.
It is, yeah. So, Trump and Biden are going to be in separate studios tonight, or this morning, or however you want to look at things.
I think it's about 2 a.m. our time or 1 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, 2 in the morning, BST.
I don't know. Are you gonna? I know you're not allowed to stay up because, like, you're weird. But if you were allowed to stay up, would you watch either of those live? I mean,
I'm allowed to stay up.
oh,
It's
you're
just like,
allowed now, aren't you? Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no,
You've got a freedom pass with your pot noodles and what have you.
yes. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can. If I can get the words out, I don't think I can
I
hack
just
it.
don't see the point.
I can't hack it.
I
I'll
really
have
don't
to
see
watch
the
it
point.
tomorrow.
No. Yeah, just watch because there's a bit of a hoo-ha, isn't there? Because NBC have annoyed a lot of people because they're showing the Trump thing.
Yeah.
And at the same time as the Biden thing, and people are not happy about that. I don't see the point, to be honest. I'm not going to be wasting my time. I'll be awake, obviously, because I don't sleep. And
because you're a robot.
I am a robot. This is no, this is not true. I've discovered today that I'm not a robot.
You're Iron Man.
I'm going to tell you this story now. I'll save it for another fucking time. But I am not a fucking robot. My legs fell off today. Fuck. Yeah, life is shit. So I've got really sore legs. I did about 20 miles walking.
Oh.
But I didn't mean to. I do hate this country so much. But like I said, that's another story. And what I'm going to do, if I can be asked to start my own so much better stream than this shite, I'll probably tell people about it. But it's a long-winded story. It really fucking is.
Okay.
I only went out for a packet of wine gums.
Oh dear.
3.5 hours later. Jesus Christ, my legs. Anyway, I'm interrupting again. So what's next on your list, Mike?
Had we finished talking about the debate?
I don't know. You're in charge. It's your show.
I
have no intention or interest in watching them whatsoever. Because it's they're doing their town hall thing.
So they're not debating each other.
No, it's what they call a town hall.
Yeah.
You know, the Americans have this phrase, town hall.
No, I didn't. Talk us through it.
Talk us through it. You're such a Terry Wogan. You're a professional.
Don't go from the past.
Don't go partridge on me. I find it to be an annoying phrase because the Americans call it a town hall. And anybody who's normal knows that a town hall is a building with a dome and some people in it. But a town hall in America land is where they have not a debate, but it's where the person, such as the president or the vice president or whatever, is asked questions by the... Think about Question Time.
Right, yeah.
BBC Question. The people ask questions. That's what they call a town hall. And
Oh, I
that's
see.
what they're doing tonight. So Trump is having a town hall and Biden is doing a town hall.
What's the
These
difference?
words make no sense to British people because I've never done a town hall. Pretty sure you can get arrested for it, but whatever. So that's what they're doing tonight. Trump is doing a town hall. Biden is doing a town hall. They're not together. They're both doing separate things on separate TV networks in America land, which is going to cause a lot of arguments.
Amiga Nuts is asking, don't you have the equivalent public square?
You answer this, Mike. You're the clever one.
I don't know, actually. I don't think so. Not really. I think,
I think we
sorry.
call it talking. I don't know.
Hustings.
Oh, do you think so?
I think so, yeah.
That could be correct. I'd never heard of that term before last year. Hustings. I'd never heard that word.
All right. Actually, the first time I heard the term hustings was on Blackadder the Third.
Really?
When
Tell me
he
more.
challenges Pitt the Younger, or Pitt the Even Younger, to become an MP or something.
Oh yeah.
And Pitt the Younger says, "I will see you, sir, on the hustings."
Oh my gosh, I did not know this. That's
so
brilliant.
You've learned something.
I do love a bit of education. That's awesome. Blackadder the Third was rather awesome.
It was, yeah.
I mean, they all were, except for the first one. That was not too good.
Actually, I'm quite a fan of the first one.
Oh, you're the one.
I think it's underrated.
It was not good, Mike. It really wasn't good. I mean, I will agree with you. For the time, it was quite splendid, but it was not good compared to the rest.
Oh yeah, it was compared to the rest. I'll give you that. It was the worst of the four, but I still like it though. I especially love the Spanish Infanta.
But you wouldn't watch it again now, would you?
Yeah,
because you're into watching your Doctor Who, which you've seen a million times before every episode, which is cool. But you wouldn't watch the first Blackadder series, would you? Again?
Not as often as Doctor Who, no, but every now and then.
Okay. But we do hear, do we not, that this year we are going to get our Christmas Day Doctor Who?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are we happy about this?
Revolution of the Daleks.
Are we happy about this? The answer is yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't think the writing is very good. Has been very good recently, to be honest. And
the thing is, it's immensely important. Our American viewers, all 0 of them, will not understand that the Christmas Day episode of Doctor Who is kind of a big deal.
It is, yeah.
And was it last year they changed it? And it wasn't on Christmas Day, and children died because of that. Don't fuck with Doctor Who on Christmas Day. Never do that.
No. It's sacred. It's sacrosanct.
Exactly. It's sacred. I agree with you there. It's one of those things that you should never mess with. So I've not been paying attention. Do you see what I'm doing here now? I'm helping you along, Terry. I'm now going to call you Terry Wogan. So do you know things that I don't? I'm guessing that Christmas Day episode is a Dalek-y thing?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
I've seen the trailer for it.
I've seen the trailer, but I've seen a trailer, and it was fucking shit.
Yeah.
It was not very good.
No.
But
So Amiga Nuts is educating us here. He says a hustings originally referred to a native Germanic governing assembly, a thing. By metonymy, the term may now refer to any event, such as debates or speeches during an election campaign where one or more of the representative candidates are present. The singular husting was once used, but only in Old and Middle English. There you go, you see.
I'd never heard the term before last year. What were they talking about? Was it it was either the election, general election, or the leadership debate. I think it was, I can't remember. I remember nothing these days, but I'd genuinely never heard of that word before in my life, which is awesome because I've learned a new word, but I didn't enjoy them. I thought they were stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
The hustings, as I remember them, am I getting too political and boring? Do you want to talk about Star Trek and bosoms or something? Because
now we were talking about Doctor Who.
we can do that. I have actually got a list and I've shown it on Twitter. So I've got a list. We can do COVID, tears, nightingales, spitting image, 12 billion, the cum tax, Among Us, Tories, Sadiq Khan, Asda, Eon. I've literally made a list of things to help you out with here.
Oh, wow.
In order to get you some excitement. And we need to get you some groupies, you see. So when you finish doing your shows, we need to get you some groupies who come along and cheer, but not in a Jimmy Savile kind of way. I did not add that to my list.
Why not? Because he's in the news again, isn't he? Because the BBC are doing a drama about about the case, not his life, about how all the cases came to light. Apparently, and people are up in arms about this.
Oh yeah, and okay, I'm going to ask you, Black Sofa. Do you think it's correct that I'm going to use my words carefully here because I'm clever? Do you think it's correct that the BBC should show a drama on their channel about Jimmy Savile? A drama, not a documentary.
I don't know, actually. And so it's a grey area, isn't it? Because you don't want to stifle freedom of speech or freedom of expression.
Oh, you just said the thing. Oh,
but on the other hand, when you consider that the BBC were what's the word I'm looking for?
I think you're looking for the word complicit.
Yeah, that wasn't the word I was looking for, but that will do. Yeah, in covering up his activities.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Black Sofa. I disagree with you.
Go on.
I think it's a good thing. And this needs, it doesn't need to be done. I mean, we're not going to die if it doesn't happen, but I haven't got a problem with it whatsoever.
Okay.
And it's actually being made by ITV, just to put that out there. So whatever.
I thought it was being made by BBC.
It's commissioned by the BBC, but ITV are making it.
Oh, I see.
I'm a nerd.
Okay.
But I haven't got a problem with it because a lot of people are watching things on Netflix or whatever things they watch about other bad people.
Yeah.
And those shows get huge ratings. So people do watch these things. So pretending to be outraged about this one, I think, is a bit shit.
Yeah.
And here's the
Is
thing.
it going to be the next Tiger King?
I have no idea what that means. Is that a wrestler or whatever? I have no idea.
Were you living in a cave in January?
I literally do not know what he's saying. Is this a young person's thing?
I don't know if it's a young person thing or what, but everyone, well, just about every man in his world were watching the Tiger King.
I've no idea. Did a tiger rape a panda? I've no idea. Do not know what you're talking about.
Googleize that shit.
I'm not going to do that because it'll be fucking tiger and panda porn. I'm not falling for your tricks.
Hang on. But basically, Tiger King was a very popular, very controversial documentary that everyone was watching.
Can't have been that popular because I don't know what the fuck it is.
Hang on.
Give me a clue. Don't give me a rundown or give me spoilers. Not that I give a shit, but what the fuck is it?
It's a bit, this guy called Joe Exotic, who was keeping tigers in a kind of zoo, I guess. And Carol Baskin was the other, was his arch nemesis, if you like.
I don't understand any of these words. I don't know what these words mean. Are we talking French? I don't get it. Is this a thing that people watched on the television box?
Yes, on Netflix.
Okay. You really need to brief me before we go live. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Well, if you turn up on time, I'll be able to.
Fuck you.
But there he is. There's the Tiger King, and there's Carol Baskin, and yeah, it was massive.
Totally massive, yeah. It was talked about for weeks.
Yeah. Let's just get rid of that. So.
Okay, so my verdict on this one, see what I'm doing, is I think that this needs to be made and it needs to be shown on BBC One.
Right.
And I predict, because as you know, I'm always correct. I'm never wrong. I predict that it will not be a bad thing.
Okay.
That's my innermost thoughts. And if you're lucky, just like my previous story about how I walked 20 miles to buy a packet of wine gums, I must remember, I'll make notes, I'll tell you my story one day about how I knew at the age of 10 that Jimmy Savile was a dirty fucking shit.
Yeah.
He's a cunt. Anyway.
Oh.
So we've dealt with that. So what's next on your list, Mike?
I just screen sharing.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not go there. You know, that is... Yeah. He was an absolute...
But so...
An absolute vile piece of filth.
He was, yeah. But moving on.
Moving on?
Well, what else was on your list? Because my brain's gone blank.
Yeah. So, do I get paid for this? Because I'm kind of doing the list here. Okay, I've got. What do you want to do? Politics or popular stuff that other people will understand? I don't know.
How about popular stuff that other people will understand? That sounds good.
Okay. Spitting Image.
Okay, yeah.
Have you watched it?
I saw the first episode, and I really wanted to like it because I loved it in the 80s. But I just didn't find it funny. You know,
That's
I
yeah.
was
That's a good.
disappointed.
You make a good point there, Mike, because I think the original ones will never. You'll never kind of duplicate that kind of thing ever
Mm,
because we live in different times. So
yeah.
humor's changed and what have you. However, all I can see, if you subscribe to the official Spitting Image YouTube channel, you can see clips. Ironically, I can't watch the full episodes which they post, but I can't see them because I'm British.
I can see them.
Well, I fucking can't, so screw you.
Okay.
I do find it slightly amusing, I have to admit.
Mm.
But then again, I'm old, so I can remember how Spitting Image. I remember what Spitting Image. I can't say it. I remember what Spitting Image is and what it was, so I get what it's trying to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. I get what it's trying to do.
And the last one that I saw was the Greta Thunberg thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. And that makes me unpopular because all the Twitter people went, "Oh, you can't do that. She's got the autism." But I thought it was
The
funny, and
the fact
they weren't taking the piss out of her in a bad way.
no, the fact that she has got autism is irrelevant, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it is
It's a
very
side issue,
irrelevant.
and
It's not even
and in,
it's not
and
even
in,
an issue.
and in fact, to try and make it an issue and say they shouldn't, satirize her because she's autistic
I don't think
is
they
in
did though.
itself ableist.
Right?
They,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah.
You've seen the clip that I'm referring to.
Yes, I have actually.
Right. So in your opinion, do you think that they were taking the piss out of her autism?
No,
I certainly don't. I don't think they were doing that.
no, they weren't. Certainly, no, definitely not.
Hmm. And this is the thing, I had arguments with this about people on the Twitters, even though before the thing was aired, people were saying, "Oh no, you can't do that. You're taking the piss out of people with autism." And oh no, you've not even seen it yet, so how can you say that?
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah,
Spitting Image, if you're old enough and you can remember, and let's be honest, most people who rant on Twitter are not old enough to even know what Spitting Image is.
mm.
They're not going to take the piss out of the. They don't do that kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's not what they ever did. I thought it was funny, but I'll probably get crucified for saying that on the Twitters. But this was not a joke about autism. Fuck no, it
No,
was not.
no.
It was just, it was amusing. I'm a dick, and you take the piss out of me, I will not get offended because I'm
Yeah,
laugh at my bald head. I don't care. That's not me wanting you to be arrested for baldism. It's just life.
Yeah.
I think it's a terrible shame that it's not anymore a thing that we can watch on our TVs. Now you've got to pay to be able to watch it on the
Yeah.
old BritBox thing. That's a bit shit. I did like the last one that I saw about where Dominic Cummings was in. If you saw
I think that
one.
was clever that they made Dominic Cummings into, some kind of alien. And I thought that was quite clever.
The one I saw, to me, this was totally going back to the original kind of Spitting Image, because Spitting Image is about caricatures.
Yeah.
It's not real. The puppets are not supposed to be real life. It's like caricatures. And I think they've got him really very funny, to be honest, because he's got the old thing going on.
Yes.
I find that amusing, but I'm an old fucker, so what do I know?
Yeah. But I think they labored over the setup, of the joke. They labored, too hard on setting up the punchline, if that makes sense. And
They've got a. That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point, because they've got a lot to. What's the word? If you're somebody who remembers and enjoys Spitting Image, you've got to be over a certain age. Then they've got to appeal to that audience. At the same time, they have to try to appeal to a new audience. And I don't think the two can ever mix, because the new audience are not really. Let's face it, the new audience are fucking dickheads. They're stupid. They don't get humour.
yeah.
This is why, I once got banned from a forum because I shared the video from a very famous Spitting Image song, which we all loved in the day. Now, no, you must never play that fucking video. But
Yeah.
at the time, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to mention it because you'll fucking block me and I'll get kicked off YouTube. But it was fucking, at the time, it was hilarious. And it was satire. It was correct for the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bored with this. Move on. But I'll tell you, I will one day sing that song.
Yeah. I'll
just
hope.
I'll just say one thing. I'm not very good at doing a South African accent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're not familiar with where I'm coming from, are you?
I think I'm not sure. Nelson Mandela? Was he in it?
No. Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
We'll get in so much fucking trouble.
Okay, you're probably right. Anyway, so moving on then. Pete, I want to talk about Keir Starmer, because the people on the left seem to be divided over him. Some people, he seems to be like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him.
Yeah.
And those who love him say, seem to be saying, he's got he's got Boris Johnson on the ropes.
The thing is, because I see this, we are now in this country. We are now basically. I've caught your thing I can't speak. But we're now copying the Americans. So
Yeah,
you have to argue about the people that you want to be in power.
yeah.
It's a very fucking weird thing. I think no, actually, I'm not going to answer. So I'm going to let you answer first because it's your show. You're Terry Wogan. So what's your opinion?
I don't think he holds the Tories to account enough, and I think lately he's been whipping the party, the Labour Party, to abstain too often, and I think there's a cop out. They should be an opposition party, and they should be seen to be an opposition party, and so he should be allowing his members to vote against this shit. That's my opinion for what it's worth, anyway.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. We live in a very weird country because the official job of the opposition is to oppose. That's literally their job. It's to hold the other party to account. But that doesn't mean that you must disagree on everything all the time. I mean, we're going through weird shit at the moment with the COVID and what have you. So, in my opinion, if you're not you personally, but if people are saying that Starmer must automatically oppose everything, that's weird. I think he's doing a good job, but I could be wrong. I'm a dick, but who knows?
But
we'll see. I think we'll see because he's not really in a position where he can do anything at the moment. We've got this awful plague.
Yeah.
And he has to, as a normal human being, he has to say, okay, I agree with this, rather than to automatically oppose. That's the thing that I hate. It is the job of the opposition to oppose, and oppose in this country means holding the other party to account. It does not mean automatically having a fucking argument about every damn thing. So, whatever. I think we're going to get divorced over this, Mike. Pot noodles for you.
Yeah.
All right, but we've done this. Move on. I think if you move on quickly, we keep the audience excited. Nobody's watching.
No, they're not actually. But hopefully they will.
Oh, they will do. Yeah, they'll watch you back on replay. They will do that. Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
I'm here.
The savior of the world.
What's that song that the American thing that? No, I can't even. I don't understand Americans. Whatever. It's something about bringing milk. I don't know.
You've lost me. Got milk? Oh, your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Is that one?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. For the record, if anybody watches this on replay, I do not want you bringing milk products into my yard. Please, no, don't do that.
Yeah. So, well, what else have you got on your list?
This is literally your show, you dick.
Yeah, I know. I I didn't
um,
plan
I can
anything really.
do. I could talk about. Bu- 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 There was a hashtag that was prolific. Hashtag blame Khan, as in Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London.
Oh yeah, what's he done wrong now?
Everything. And it was actually quite a funny hashtag. I joined in because I stubbed my toe the other day. Hashtag blame Khan. That's pretty much um, how the bad people work these days. Everything that goes wrong is Sadiq Khan's fault.
Excuse me, because hasn't London gone into tier 2?
Yeah. You know, I'm still kind of, because I'm a northerner, I'm still kind of angry about the London thing. Yeah, big deal, tier 2. Fuck. I've been in tier 5 for the last
Oh
3
dear.
months. So, you know, fuck you, you dirty softy southerners. Get over it.
But one thing that one thing that I want to say is, you may disagree with this, I don't know, but a lot of people want to put their blame entirely at the feet of the Tories. And yes, they've made a lot of shitty mistakes. They have. I'm not denying that. But I think we, the general public, need to take partial responsibility as well, because we just
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been compliant.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely 100%, Mike. Totally.
I mean, every time I'm out and about in Leeds, I see hardly anyone wearing a mask.
Oh, okay. It's been a long year, so this is going to take me about 3 seconds to remember. But it's the English. It's the English people. And I'm one of them, you're one of them. It is the English people because we are fucking dicks. And we've not been taking it seriously at all.
No.
And you've seen what Wales has done. No.
Well, what have they done?
Well, they've set up a fucking border.
All right.
They will not let English people in.
Right.
That's a real thing. I'm not making that up. And it is the English people. It's the government is shit. That's a real thing. But it is the English people who are being absolute fucking dicks about this.
Yeah.
Not taking it seriously, and yeah, whatever. I'm not going to wax lyrical about this because it's pointless. I can't fix these people. Nobody can.
No. I don't know what the solution is, but could a circuit break be a solution?
In my opinion, yes. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But in my opinion, I think yes, that would be the correct thing to do. But it has to be none of this localized stuff. It has to be a UK-wide thing.
Yeah.
And let's be honest about this. I mean, the thing is, I live where I live, you know where I live, and we were put on the biggest, most fucking biggest thing ever. No big deal. So the circuit breaker thing is simply this. We do this for 2 or 3 weeks. You start it on this day, we end it on this day. To me, that's very
Yeah.
simple, clear and precise, and that will help.
Yeah.
Rather than the vagueness of let's do this thing and then change our minds.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me, but like I said, I'm not a scientist, and Melin isn't here, so I can't argue.
Mm. She's taken a social network, a social network, a social. She's having a break, a social media break.
You'll get there eventually, Mike. Come on.
Yeah, I will. Well, wherever there is, I don't know, but I will get there. She's having a break from social media because she's very busy, and we we wish her well, and yeah, come back to us soon.
The unfortunate thing is reality and science don't tend to mean a very lot these days.
Mm. No,
To me,
but
it is. To me, I get it. I can see the sense.
yeah.
2 to 3 walk. I just said walks. Walks. I've caught your disease.
Yeah,
For 2 to
it's
3
contagious.
weeks, because the schools are going to close down for whatever it is,
Half
half
term.
term, whatever. The ideal time to just say, you know what, 2 weeks, do this, and it will help. But of course, you've got all these idiots online going, oh, free speech and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. And I think Boris Johnson, the problem is he's under pressure from his backbenchers and the, what is it, the 1927 committee as well, to reopen the economy and all the rest of it. And he's torn between doing the right thing, locking everything down, and keeping pubs and restaurants open to and keeping kids in school to rebuild the economy again.
I'll
And
tell you a scary thing.
And that is the
I'll tell
problem
you.
with British politics.
Yeah. There is no win in this whatsoever. There's
No.
no win. There's no right. Correct. There isn't one. You've got to kind of work out what the best thing is to not be a dick, basically.
Mm.
And nobody would ever want that job, ever.
No.
Deaths versus money. Yeah, who can win? But the really weird, the weird thing is because I had to go into town today, and it's the first time I've done it since the beginning of March. I actually ventured outside today. And to be honest, I was quite impressed because most people were wearing their masks. I was quite surprised because where I live, in my local kind of neighbourhood, nobody wears masks whatsoever.
Mm.
So I found that to be quite surreal because I'd never actually seen it in real life before. So that was a good thing. Wonderful.
Yeah.
All for that. And I took my mask with me. I so want to tell this story. I'm not going to do it, but But it was weird and surreal.
Mm.
But my thing is, people still, I'm guessing in the majority, people do not still take this seriously.
Do
Even
you
after
think?
9 months, I think so, yeah. I think even after 9 months, people,
Mm.
I think you've always had the people who've never taken it seriously, but you've now got the idiots who now listen to idiots on talk radio and, all that shit.
Yeah.
But I've got to admit, it was quite nice when I ventured into my town, and I'm guesstimating that probably 80% of the people I saw, and this is a big town, 80% of the people were wearing their face masks. So
Okay.
I've got a little bit of, I've never seen this before, but it gives me a little bit of hope that people are taking it seriously.
Mm.
More so than I see in my local neighbourhood where nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Aunt Jerry's here.
Yeah.
So that was quite surreal, and it
Mm.
kind of rewinds me back to the beginning of March when I thought, this is weird. There's a plague, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yes.
That was so fucking weird. But to be honest, what I saw today did give me a little bit of hope. And I went to Asda.
Okay.
I really want to tell you this story, but I'm not going to do it now because it'll take forever. But I had to go to Asda, and there was a person at the door. She had Squirty, and she was giving out free face masks.
Ah.
So a little bit a bit of faith in humanity was restored.
Oh, that's good.
Except for the fact that the people in front of me said no. But whatever.
Oh God. Yeah. Do you think it would help if we had I don't know, a group of, yeah, enforcers, perhaps? But, like they did in the Second World War. With these people who would, look around, patrol the streets to see if people turn their lights off.
They don't like it up them.
Because and then if they saw someone with their lights on, they'd shout, "Get those lights off!"
Yeah.
I think that would help. Put your mask on. What do you think? What do you think? Is that a solution?
I'm absolutely with you on that one, Mike. Totally. There's no enforcement, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that we have now are actually called laws. We have to obey them. And if we don't, technically we're in trouble. We can get fined between £1,000 and £10,000. But who's going to enforce this?
Mm.
We haven't got any police. So,
No, because the Tories have defunded them.
so I'm totally with you on that. I think we should go completely Dad's Army.
Yeah. Publicly shame people.
Who would you be from Dad's Army?
I'll probably be Pike.
Don't say your name, Pike.
Exactly. Don't tell him, Pike.
Don't
Oh,
tell
dear.
him, Pike. That pretty much sums the UK up. It really
Yeah.
does. I think I'd have to be Mannering, to be honest.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Actually, no, my surname is Jones. Oh, damn.
We're doomed. Doomed.
My favourite character,
And I
I can't remember
Jones.
the character.
It wasn't Jones that said we're doomed, is it? It was. Oh, I can't remember his name now.
It was the Scottish guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Jones said they don't like it.
They don't like it up them. And the fun fact is that in the TV program, he was the youngest person in real life.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was made up to look old.
Yeah, that was a funny show.
Yeah.
I think my favourite would be. I can't remember what was the guy's name, second in command. It was John Le Mesurier, but I can't remember his character name.
Oh, I can't remember either.
He was very awesome.
Yeah.
He led a very troubled life. He was married to Hattie Jakes.
Ah.
You remember Hattie Jakes, do you?
I remember
Just
from.
Nod. Just nod.
Yes, because people can see me nod. Yeah, Carry On from films such as Carry On Matron, Carry On Camping.
Yeah.
And most of the Carry On films.
They were married, and he led a very sad life because she was messing around.
Yeah, I seem to remember seeing a documentary about that. Yeah,
with other gentlemen, and he stayed living with her whilst she was doing this.
Yeah.
I've totally broken this conversation. We've gone from politics to Hattie Jakes. How does that happen?
Yeah. Oh, quite easily with us. But anyway, we've got 2 minutes. So do you have a final word?
Why have I only got 2 minutes?
Well,
are you my wife now? Hey, flashbacks. Don't do that. I've got nothing to do whatsoever. Just don't get the COVIDs and everybody be happy and safe. That's all I've got for you. Yeah. Oh, also, wear a red hat.
That's very important.
It protects you from the COVIDs.
And just say no.
To.
That was your cue to start singing.
Oh, you want me to do the 80s thing? No, I'm not going to do that. You dick. You almost tricked me there. I'm under very, very strict instructions never to sing. Ever.
Ah.
It's so difficult. It really is. Just say, no, I'm not going to do
it. Okay. Well, thanks for.
We should have believed Zamo.
Yes, we should have. We should have. He knew what was up.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, thanks for coming on board. And
thanks we love you, Zamo.
Yes.
Zamo, you taught us how not to take drugs.
Exactly. And thank you to all 2 of our viewers. And
I found them very boring, to be honest.
Well, yeah. And see you next time. Bye for now.